What's up, loves? It's your girl, Princey215. God and Gaia is amazing, you guys, and I truly hope that you are living your best fucking life. I know it's the new year. I do believe that time is an illusion, but collectively, I know that everyone is celebrating this new year, so the energy is real. So, Happy New Year's to you, and peace and love to you. Now, I'm going to jump right into my video because if you clicked on this title, then you're in for a wild ride, okay? Now, I will say from the rip, it's a trigger warning. I'm gonna do this in a series. As y'all see from my title, the first narcissistic behavior personality trait that I'm going to get into, and I did say narcissistic because that's the real term. Now, for my own personal language, I say narcissistic. So yeah, I like to say narcissistic, so I might still say that too. But yeah, you guys, before I jump right into this, I just want you to know that you can heal from your childhood trauma. My approach is heal from your childhood trauma. When you heal from your childhood trauma, you will be able to have a good spirit of discernment, and you will be able to question all the negative things around you and not allow anyone to have mind control over you. Excuse me. Now, with this being said, you guys, this video in itself is very, very touchy for me. I personally was never going to go public with this and talk about this just because it's something that I repressed for so long of my life. This happened to me about 16 years ago. So I don't refer to my mother, quote unquote, as my mother. She's my egg donor. I don't refer to my father as my quote unquote father. He is my sperm donor. I believe that words have meaning, and I don't give power to people who are not worthy of them titles. Now, a malignant narcissist is very dangerous, and you see my title, that's why you clicked this video. A malignant narcissist can be a sociopath and a psychopath, and I did take some notes so I can stay on track. I'm actually at the park, but it's so crowded, so I'm gonna sit in my car. So yeah, a malignant narcissist is very sociopathic, very psychopathic. They're very aggressive, very paranoid, very vindictive, very sadistic. That's why you see this title when it comes to murder. Like, a malignant narcissist will murder you. Like, and I don't mean to say this to speak this over anybody's life. This is why I'm here to tell you to get away. You have to get away from these type of people before they try to harm you. My analogy with Cain and Abel, right? Don't able no one to put you in a raft of as Cain would be. Cain was hateful. Cain was narcissistic. Cain killed Abel. Abel, I'm not saying this to be disrespectful. I did a video on this. I'm gonna post that so maybe you can get it more. But don't allow yourself to able anyone to physically harm you like that. But when we are children, we have no choice. When I was a child, my narcissistic egg donor tried to kill me quite a few times. And with that being said, it created the person who I am now, because this is who I've always been. But now I'm not a people's pleaser anymore. When I was under her, I was a people pleaser. I was being taken advantage of. I was just really going crazy. And they hold severe grudges. So if you guys watch a few videos previous when I said my brothers were conceived off the expense of my pain, this is what I mean. By these people holding grudges, they will do anything to try and harm and hurt you. I do believe that, like I told you on that video, a cop came, knew I was being molested, blah blah blah, and she seen it as a way to now get pregnant by this cop and have these children, which the cop was supposed to help me. And this is why I'm here to tell y'all, you can heal from your childhood trauma. You can be anything you want to be in this world. If you believe in God, I promise you, you are protected. I wear my crystals every day. Always have my amethyst on me. Amethyst is a great crystal, a great gemstone for protection. And I'm going to do a separate video on that. But if you truly are tuned and tapped in to God, to Gaia, to your spirit team, to your spirit guides, to your angels, you will be safe. Even if you are not spiritual, even if you don't believe in a higher power at all. Just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself that you can heal and get away from these people. with this being said, I guess I'm gonna really get right into it. So my malignant narcissistic egg donor showed me nothing but evil, satanic ways of living as I was growing up. And the point of this video is the fact that when I was 11 years old, when I was 11 at this time, I've been molested since I was 3. So by the time I was 11, I just had enough of it. And this is when I started to run away when I was, I say like 10 and a half, 11. But when I was 11, I really, in my head, I thought I was an adult. So with that being said, I had a boyfriend, and my boyfriend, we really loved each other, and he knew what I was going through. He always tried to help me. He tried to help me as much as he could. And I remember for a few weeks, or it must have been like 2 months or so, because I didn't get my period. Me and him was talking about it. He was excited that I was having his baby. I was not pregnant by my molester, because once I met my boyfriend, it was like a way for me to like be free. And my molester, which was my sister's father, he was very jealous, and he would. So I'm gonna have to do different story times because it's so deep. But he was also a narcissist too, and he was a sociopath. So he would like basically, when I would talk to my boyfriend, he would like try to call my egg donor to get me in trouble and say, yeah, she's being grown. Like, and it's like, bro, you was just molesting me for the past few years. And that's how they did it. Narcissists stick together, okay? My narcissistic egg donor took the side of her narcissistic baby father. Now I'm gonna jump right into the part that I guess I kind of just don't, So long story short, you guys, like I said, they're murderers. They're straight. They will kill you in cold blood. The day that my narcissistic egg donor, the day that she basically like kicked me in my stomach, I'll never forget it. But I repressed it. So, like I told y'all, I ran away, and then she came and got me, right? She came and got me. And when she got me, she beat my ass in front of the house that I was staying in. Took me to the hospital. It was Frankfurt Hospital at the time in Philadelphia, if y'all from Philly, gang. So while we was in the hospital, I was telling her, because mind you, it was rumors already of me being pregnant. People in school heard about it. My friends across the street. Everybody was even trying to claim my baby. They was like, oh, I'm going to be the baby's aunt or uncle. So it was very obvious that I was pregnant. And I told her inside of the hospital, because I wanted her to tell the doctor. I guess I was so scared. Like, she kept me, and I was really afraid. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. The person I am now is all because of God. God gave me my strength. But when I was a kid, y'all, I was so fucking afraid. And I was 11. She was 25 then. So, and that's close to my age right now. Imagine being a 25-year-old woman and you beating the shit out of a fucking 11-year-old. So when we was in the hospital, I told her, I said, I'm pregnant. And she was like, no, you're not. Like, her whole thing was denial. That's another part of malignant narcissistic behaviors. They're in denial. She was in denial, but she also felt like the grudge brewing up against me even more, because in her mind, she thought I was pregnant by her baby's father, which I was not. That's what I was trying to explain to her. I'm like, no, I just want to be with my boyfriend. Like, I was 11, yeah, but mind you, I was molested since I was 3. I didn't have a childhood. I just wanted love. She was abusing me my entire life. She abused me before she got men to abuse me. You feel me? She was 14 years old and would just beat the living shit out of me because she had me on a pawn. She had me to try to control my sperm donor. And because she couldn't control him, she would stab him too and everything. I'm trying to tell you, I come from a straight demon. So it's not nothing nobody can really do to harm me, because I've been through the worst. I was 3 years old and she was fucking me up. And with that being said, and then I just missed my part. I wish I could rewind it back. So when we was in the hospital, I told her I was pregnant. Like I said, this is what I was trying to get to. All I wanted was love. All I wanted was pure love. The guy I was with, I did lie to him. I told him that I was 13 or 14, because he was 15, 16. So I did lie to him about my age, but he lived right around the corner, and he also was like, he wasn't like a regular 15, 16-year-old. Like, he just wasn't. We were like the same birthday and everything. So all I wanted to do was just literally go off and just live my life with him, have my child, love my child the right way. When we would go to stores, I would look at baby clothes. So as I'm looking back, I can pick up on all the things she would say. She really hated me because she would say, like, while we're in the store, you're looking at baby clothes. Yeah, because I'm preparing for my child. The fuck? Like, what? So she felt like it was a personal attack to her. They're very paranoid. She felt like everything that an 11-year-old was doing was to her, when all I wanted to do was fucking get away from her and just have my own fucking family, y'all. I swear on everything I love. So in the hospital, she didn't tell the doctor. When we was sitting there, she didn't tell him that I was pregnant. So I'm like, okay. I didn't know what to expect from her. I didn't. Even though she was always beating my ass, I just never thought she would do that. So long story short, I'm coming up from the basement one day. I come up from the basement. She's like, she was a nurse at that, a CNA. And she said, I'm not leaving you in the house no more because you're too grown and you keep going to go see that boy. And it's like, she stopped leaving me in the house because she knew I was in love with someone. But when her man was molesting me, she would leave me in the house, no problem. When it was him molesting me, it's like she knew. It's like it was okay for him to touch me. But as soon as I was tired, I was like, I'm tired of some fucking old pervert touching me. So I found my own man, somebody my age, somebody who actually loved me for me and who tried to protect me, because he did try to protect me. And soon as I found this happiness, she saw how happy I was. She just wanted to rip that from me, because I'm going to tell y'all, it's deep, y'all. So her revenge to me, because Malignant, everything I'm saying, y'all, aligns with Malignant Narc. So y'all can do your own research. Again, I have a master's degree. I am a master's level therapist. This is what I study. I am a trauma-informed therapist. So do your own research. I'm just here giving y'all a spew of my own story so you can be empowered. So long story short, I'm in the basement. This is when she killed my unborn child. I'm in the basement and she calls me upstairs. She's to the top of the basement step. And I was mad. I'm like, I don't want to go with you, because her other boyfriend was in the car. Mind you, y'all, it's so deep and disgusting. One man's molesting me, who's her boyfriend, and she's with another man. He also molested me too. But it was like, it wasn't as severe. It all still is severe. I'm not going to take away from my own story. It all was fucking bad and disgusting, but it happened later. So long story short, she's in the car with him. And I'm like, I don't want to be with neither one of y'all. She wanted me to sit in the back seat while he takes her to work, while me and him just sit in the car. And I'm like, no, I want to stay here. So I get to the top of the step, y'all. If you've seen the movie 3000, Sparta 3000, I think that's what it's called. But remember when he said, this is Sparta? I put it on my life, y'all. I put it on my life. That's how she kicked me down them fucking basement stairs. She cocked her leg back so fucking hard. She waited until I got to the top of the step. They're very sneaky and manipulative and vindictive and egotistical. She waited until I got to the top of the fucking step. She called me. She called me to the top of the step to tell me that I have to go with her. I said I didn't want to. She waited until I got to that very top of the fucking step, or like the step right above, because she was standing right there. So I had to be standing like the second step. She kicked her leg back, and I'll never forget, she had on like a blue scrub. She cocked her leg back so fucking hard, y'all. She kicked me straight in my stomach. I fell down the whole fucking basement stairs. I fell down. She always had bags of clothes. So as I'm falling down the steps, I get up, I'm on the clothes, and I just couldn't breathe, y'all. I couldn't fucking breathe. Like this shit is crazy, y'all. Like, so yeah, I just couldn't fucking breathe, and my stomach hurted really bad. It just hurted really bad. I started to bleed. She told me to put a pad on, and she's like, get in the car. And no, I couldn't even stand up straight. I'm bent over walking. I'm walking to the car, and her boyfriend, he's like, what's wrong with her? She's like, she's fine, she's fine. I'm in the back seat crying, y'all. I'm crying. Stomach was hurting so fucking bad, like, and I was bleeding. I don't know if I started bleeding right after she kicked me or right after when she said put the pad on, because all that part kind of gets jumbled in my head. But I know that I had a pad on. I know that my stomach was fucking in excruciating pain. And sitting in the back seat, I was just wet. Like, I was wet. And I suppressed that. I suppressed it. I never even really talked about it to my therapist when I was younger. I just now, recently, I went over it with my therapist. Because we all need therapists. Therapists need therapists. That's just facts. I mean, you don't need it, you know. I just prefer to have it. But the point of this video, you guys, is that I hope that my story can empower somebody, because it's real, you know. It's really real. Abuse is real. We didn't come here to be abused, you feel me? We did not come here to be abused. And that's why this is going to be episode 1, because I'm going to really talk about all the narcissistic people that I had in my life who abused me, and they didn't win. I'm a survivor. I'm not a victim. I'm a victor. You are not a victim. You are a victor. You are a warrior. If you are a woman, you are a warrior queen. You understand me? If you believe in God, God got you. God got you. God will give you back tenfold of what people took from you. And it's just a traumatic, like the trauma in itself. Like, an 11-year-old child who says, a child, because I wasn't grown. I might have thought I was grown in my head because of the shit I was going through. But I wasn't fucking grown. I was 11. I'm 20. Yo, being 11 and being out of college now, and the reason why I'm still going to use my college student stuff is because I just graduated. I was on campus for 5 fucking years straight. 5 years straight, from 2017 to 2022 of June 2022. I was in college for 5 fucking years straight. 4.0 GPA. Now I'm an adult. Now I'm grown. Now I know what the fuck is up. Ain't nobody doing shit to me. You can't touch me. I'm protected. And that's facts. But back then, an 11-year-old child who don't know shit about life, nothing, homeschooled, being molested, being abused, don't have no fucking social life, stuck in the house, can't go nowhere, gotta sit on a step. Like, I didn't know shit. Nothing that I know. And I don't give passes or excuses, because this woman I was 11 when she killed my child, but she already killed my spirit when I was 3. But that's the thing. Well, she didn't really kill my spirit, because that's why she hated me. She couldn't kill me. She killed my subconscious at 3. At 3 years old, she had me very subconsciously afraid on the fear frequency. And it's just sad, because this is the world we live in. This is the world we live in. Children don't know nothing besides what we teach them. And another thing a malignant narc will do is say, do as I say, not as I do. That's what she would say to me my whole life growing up. And it's very condescending. It's very patronizing, because it's like, you're supposed to set an example for how our youth is supposed to be. Like me right now, I'm setting an example for my youth. Yeah, I might curse. I do whatever the fuck I want, but guess what? I healed. I help people. I have a good heart. If a child come to me, I'm gonna help a fucking child regardless. What? But y'all, it's deep. I just hope that y'all could take something from this. Like I said, I'm doing this in story times. This is the first exposure to a malignant narc. I got so much other stuff to say. I don't want to take from this video. And I'm very proud that I was able to open up and share my story with the world, because this will be here for forever. So whoever sees this video, whether you see it now or you see it in the future, you're going to know that I was here. I stepped foot on this earth. My footprints is here. And I survived and I overcame. You feel me? I overcame all that shit. Can't nobody break me. You feel me? You can't break me. You can't. God got a purpose for me. It was meant for me to go through all that shit, because look at who I am now. You think I'm ever going to allow some dirty ass fucking bitch to fucking do anything to me? Some dumb ass nigga? Fuck no. Fuck no. You can't be around me. That's my power. I pick and choose who can be around my energy. You can't tell me what the fuck to do. So peace, love, and light to you. just know you can heal from your childhood trauma. You can live your best life. Excuse my little, this literally just happened this morning, y'all. I was so fucking mad. I'm like, damn. So excuse my little broke now. I don't care. It is what it is. I'm happy as fuck, clean as shit, smell good, look good. Don't even matter. Live your life the way you want to, y'all, because God and Gaia is also real. I really wanted to walk in the park so y'all can see the park and stuff. This video already long. Maybe I'll do another one right now when I get out the car, because I'm still gonna go to this park. But yeah, y'all, I hope you can just take something from me. Like, I hope y'all can hear my story, hear my voice. Energy never lies. Energy never dies. It can only be transferred. Energy can never lie. You can see the signs right then and there. Can't nobody take my story, because I know a lot of people like to take people's stories. That's why I'm like, let me go ahead and start speaking. Yeah, my shit post dated. This is my story. You can't take my story. I'm a survivor. I had a whole evil ass woman in my life for 20. Oh, that's the last thing I'll say, y'all. 26 years of dealing with this woman. Now I finally it'll be coming up on 2 years that I have not talked to her, y'all. I have not. And I'm so fucking happy, y'all. I'm so fucking free. I never thought I could get away from her because of my siblings, because I love them. And that's what they'll do. They'll use pawns against you. That's what they'll do. Oh, you won't let me control you? Guess what? You can't see your kid, or you can't see your brother, your sister, your niece, your nephew. You can't see them if I can't control you. Guess what? God let me know that what he got for me is 10 times better. Those are not my children. I love y'all to death. I do. But guess what? My family is my family, and my family, whoever's meant to stay, gonna stay. I don't gotta beg or chase for nothing, because I attract everything that I deserve. I will be out in this world. Y'all will see me around. I will be in y'all state, and that's just facts. I'm coming big gang. Me, God, and my spirit team, we coming heavy, y'all. Peace, love, and light to you. If you like this video, please like it, comment, subscribe to my channel. Share your story, drop comments. I'm not here to trauma bind. I want y'all to express your story so we can heal. I want to help you heal. You know, I don't got to trauma bind with you. I don't need no sympathy, you guys. I'm good. I'm healed. I love who I am. I love everything about myself, from my head down to my toes. All right, 22 minutes. Deuces.